finally happened, Throt.
What's that?
Got the email.
Mm-hmm.
Bad things.
Which of the bad things?
Contemplating a lot of life choices at the moment.
This is a Disney Plus commentary?
Oh, no, it's way worse than that, Paul Throt. This is way worse.
Okay.
Got an email from the school. They're switching to Chromebooks.
Oh, yep. Just let it roll over you. My bit of rebellion against that was I gave my daughter, it was a nice Chromebook. Like she brought home the whatever the piece of crap the school bought, and I was like, "Yep, you're not using that." And so she, I don't know if that was awkward for her, but sorry. Do you know what you're getting exactly?
No. They have Surface Go's, and they're going to Chromebooks. So,
I mean, sure.
Told my wife, like, we make a living selling software that works on Windows, and now we're paying.
Well, this is what happens, and this is my ongoing commentary that there's this generation, and now probably generations, of students growing up on Google's software and services in education, and they're going to expect this when they get out. And when you look at what small businesses, this is the whole Slack versus Teams thing, right? The smallest businesses, the startups, whatever, tend to go with these little ad hoc solutions. Slack, Notion, Google Workspace, whatever, rather than the big battleship of Microsoft 365, because there really isn't an offering that makes sense for small businesses. And Microsoft would just say, well, yeah, just give them the web versions of the apps. And yeah, no. Like, no. So that's a problem they'll have to solve. But anyway, that's, this is what happens.
Hurts. It's like me. I should get into fifth grade before.
One of the net results of my daughter going through this one time is we were talking about a PowerPoint presentation. I don't remember the point of it, but finally she said, what's PowerPoint? And I said, it's a tool used to make presentations. And she goes, oh, you mean like Google, whatever the Google thing's called? Not Sheets, but whatever the
slides,
I don't even know. Slides. I'm like, yeah, it's like that. It's like, so, but see, that's the thing. That becomes their world, it's just kiss her goodbye. You had a good run.
I'm going to move to that cabin in Montana. It just gets more and more appealing every
day.
Buy
a single copy of Office 2019 and just run it on my one PC for the rest of my life. Sure.
No AI, no nothing.
Yeah.
How it was intended throughout.
Sure.
So, anyways, Edge for Business is going to launch this month if anybody cares.
I know. It's kind of, it's really just a small improvement over the profile thing that already exists in Edge, right? And if you do that today, you've seen it. I mean, especially if you have a business account and a personal account, you get two windows. Like it's just a simpler, I think, way to do that. And I think there's some good interaction bits. A little bit manual right now, but you can kind of tell it. When I go to this site, always go to the business or personal version, right? Yeah. I don't think it's going to change anyone's lives, but
no. Although Disney's going to change the price of what you pay for Disney Plus and all that, because why not? Everything's getting more expensive.
Yeah, I haven't looked at. So I just got in, like I told you before the show, but I haven't looked at any of the comments and stuff from yesterday's articles since last night. But there's going to be a lot of commentary in there about. So let me get this straight. Their subscriber base is falling, although I would asterisk that by saying in India because of the cricket thing that nobody cares about here. And now they're going to start charging more to the existing customers. And it's like, yeah, they do have hundreds of millions of customers. And, they brought back their old CEO. And one of the first things he said was like, we're not monetizing this enough. And everyone's raising their prices. So it's not just them. And they talked about doing stuff next year like Netflix has been doing this year, which is stopping people from, sharing passwords because that's just missed revenues,
Yeah. I don't know what my breaking point is, but I'm sure we'll find out. And it's like Netflix has gone up, Spotify has gone up, Disney Plus is like,
My problem is, so I did a bundle though. So I have like Disney Plus, Hulu with no ads, and ESPN Plus. And I did that because it was cheap at the time. I don't remember the deal, but it was like it made sense. And debundling these things, I know it is possible, but I don't know. I'm not really looking forward to that. So that's going to be an interesting little bit because I don't know. Like I could use one of the three probably.
right. It's like, I don't know. My kid watches various things. My wife watches various things, and I just watch YouTube and football,
Right.
which is coming back.
Yeah, we move around. We pay for things we don't. I guarantee. Like we paid for Max last month, right? We were in Mexico the whole time. Max doesn't work in Mexico, so that was whatever amount of money that is down the drain. Like this is stupid, but it's hard managing this stuff, and I know as soon as I get rid of one of these services, that's when the new season or debut of some new show that I want to watch is going to happen. It's like, God damn it. So I don't know.
They get you.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, really the oddball out in my whole scenario is actually Spotify. It would make more sense to go to Apple One, but like I like Spotify. And then
See, I don't like Spotify, but my kids do. And so my kids and my wife all use Spotify. And so I got to pay for that and YouTube Music because I am not getting YouTube Premium.
yeah, I pay for YouTube Premium too.
Yep.
Forgot about
that. I
that.
like YouTube Music. Like, sorry. That's
Yeah, the
where
problem
my
is once
stuff
you experience YouTube without ads.
you can't go
it's-
back. Yeah. That's the one you'll pay the most for if
Yeah,
forced to.
it really
you know?
is.
Yeah.
Because there's unlimited
YouTube
content.
is unusable with ads. I don't understand how anyone could do this. I don't know. Well, then again, we've all listened to. You've been in a restaurant or somewhere or whatever, and people do this obviously, where you're listening to Spotify and like an ad comes on. You're like, what is happening?
Yeah.
It's like so. That's the cheap one.
What is the Acer? What did you get? Veritron?
It's called a Veritone Vero. Yeah, so it's a small form factor PC.
It's like a NUC.
Yeah, I mean, these kind of things have existed for a long time. Lenovo is probably the biggest maker of these things, like Think something. I think ThinkStation something probably is the brand, but HP is actually sending me something similar. I'm going to be in. Oh, I never mentioned this to you. Today we're driving to Washington D.C. and we come back next Tuesday, but I'll figure out some stupid little laptop rig for this or whatever. But what did I just say that? Oh, I can't get it until I get back. I asked them just to hold on to it because I don't want them shipping it here when I'm not home. But yeah, I think with the NUC going away, or going to Asus or whatever, it's a good timing to kind of look at the stuff. The other thing is, I know there are different ones, but the mainstream NUCs are typically laptop parts inside, so U series processors for the most part. I know there are other versions, but they're much more expensive. These devices, the Acer you're looking at, and then the HP one that's coming, and the Think whatever they're called that Lenovo makes, probably have a variety of chipsets. But this one uses, tell me if you've ever heard of this, an Intel. It's a desktop chip. I'll give you that little hint. It's a T series.
T?
Never heard of it. Right? So you've heard of, well, U and P and H, and they have K and different whatevers. But I'm not as familiar with the desktop stuff. But I was like, T. I had to look it up. So T, I suspected what it was. This is true. Is designed for small form factor PCs. That is what it's for. So it's a desktop part. It has 6, 8, whatever cores, depending on i5, i7, whatever. But it's because it's designed for these smaller devices. They're basically throttled, right? So they won't go above certain temperatures. And well, I mean they all do that, but the actual clock speed is limited because they don't want to overheat the thing. But it's it's 12th gen, but it's like a hybrid chipset. I don't remember the exact numbers, but if it's 8 cores, let's say it's 8 cores. I think it is 8 cores. I believe 6 of them are performance cores and 2 are efficient. Maybe. Let me see if I can find the exact. Yeah, sorry, it's 12 core, and which is a dodeca core, by the way. 8 performance cores and 4 efficient cores. I've never seen that kind of configuration, so that's interesting. Yeah, we'll see. 35 watts too. That's it. So the other thing. So I bet desktop chips must go up to like 100 something watts, right?
A couple
depending
hundred,
on the
I think,
chip.
at the top end.
Yeah, so 35 is above U and P series from a watt wattage perspective, right? 15 and actually 7/15 and then 28, I think, is P, if I'm not mistaken.
Learn something new every day.
Yeah, I know. That one hit me right in the face.